Hello and welcome to I Am Bad at Video Games. Once again, Kerbal Space Program, because I enjoy Kerbal Space Program. That's about as good as a reason as I'll give. Again, career. Again, moderate difficulty. If you watched last time, you'll remember we have heaps of science. Hooray! Science. I'm gonna buy some things. Because, that's what makes the world go round. Oh, that is a tough decision. Because I want batteries, but I also want fuel pipes. Or ducts, as it turns out that they are called. You know what, I'm gonna go ducts. So the career we are working on is flying by the Mun. Now the reason, oh man, so much good stuff. The reason I went for ducts is because it just makes getting to the Mun easier, because it means getting into space is easier. What are we gonna need? Gonna need 2 of these. Because it lets me do, anyway, yeah, it makes it easier because it lets me do asparagus staging, which is just a lot more efficient with the aerodynamics model that this game has. So yeah, that's what we're going with. Deal with it. Sorry if this isn't, you know, the most thrilling thing you've ever seen. Just, for goodness sake. The wheel on my mouse is annoying. First world problems, I'm sure, but you know, it's the way life is. I have not upgraded anything. Interesting. So I'm building this way bigger and chunkier than I need to. But it'll work out in the end. Yeah, so too heavy. So what I'm going to do is continue building, and then I'm going to go and upgrade the launch pad, because I should be able to afford that, and that will allow me to have a heavier ship. So yep, I can afford it. And I'm gonna get heaps of funds from this anyway, so I'm not worried about that. That can go there. Oh, crikey. Yeah, that'll do for now. Gonna switch to Valentina so she gets some experience. The one thing I am worried about is running out of electricity, because the upper stage engines do not provide any electricity, so this could all go horribly wrong. But hopefully it won't. So again, just going to keep the surface speed under, I don't know, around 200 meters a second. Because it's a bit more fuel efficient, at least until we get higher in the atmosphere. Ship's leaning over pretty dramatically. I probably leaned a bit aggressively at the start. You know what? I'm just going to punch it. It's going to help keep the nose up. And I reckon we'll make it. Some air there, wind resistance there. Effects. Yeah, this might go alright. Where are we? Not very high as of yet. This isn't a particularly powerful engine, but it allows gimbaling, which is steering. Basically, you can push the thrust off to the side, which will make you point in a different direction. Okay, so we're getting a bit fast for this high up, because we're still not very high up, and we're about to run out of, actually, yeah, we're about to run out of fuel in this stage, which is problematic. I wonder if this one will push us out. No, it won't. I'm going to revert to launch and try again. Right, so, lessons learned. Go straight up first. The ship is wobbling like crazy. This is the issue with building a long skinny ship, which I probably shouldn't have done. That's what I did do. I can't be bothered changing it just yet. So be a lot less aggressive on the gravity turn this time. Just leaning it over much slower. Everyone will be happy. So the reason I've put 2 of all the science things that I have currently on the ship is because there are 2 things we'll be interacting with near the Mun, high in orbit and low in orbit, if all goes according to plan. And that'll get us heaps of science. Right, where are we? 16. Let's kick it up to full power. Probably kept it low for longer than was strictly necessary or efficient. But, you know, these things happen. Let's just check there was no crew report there because I'm currently generating electricity, so it would have been easy to send. What are we looking like? 30? feel like maybe I've built this poorly. Yeah, I think I've built this I've definitely built this poorly. Vehicle assembly. Hooray. So, I think what the issue is, or part of the issue, is that there is too much weight in these upper stages. So, that one can stay there. So by reducing the size of that tank, yeah, that lowers the mass a fair bit. Of course, another option, but we've only got 30 parts because we've not upgraded. Yes, okay, so that is there is no other option. Oh, wings back on there. Okay, let's launch this and see what happens. If we can get it into orbit, I'll stop there, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Still pretty wobbly because it's still pretty long. Okay, slow it down a bit. Yeah, that's looking a lot healthier. The trick is always balancing between having enough fuel to do what you want to do, but not so much that you're just lugging around a bunch of stuff that you don't need. Which, you know, you can get things, mods that help you know how much delta V you need / have, but I'm playing stock, so they don't have any of that. Gonna make it not explode this time, because it's a bit more professional. Okay, so foremost, we've got our apoapsis out of the atmosphere, which is a good thing. Twiddling thumbs. I could time accelerate, I suppose, but you know, where would be the fun in that? In fact, I'm going too soon because I'm going to shut this engine off. Okay, so still got a reasonable amount of fuel. If we just get up into space, we can circularize, and yeah. Okay, circularization burn. So yeah, I think if I had upgraded the vehicle assembly building, well, I know that if I had upgraded the vehicle assembly building, I'd be able to put more parts on my ships, which would have made this a lot easier because I would have been able to put some bigger boosters on and stuff. Oh heck! Let's just do it. Let's just fly to the moon. Hopefully this works. But didn't have the funds for it because it's quite expensive. So yeah, we're just going with what we've got. Now I'm going to quick save, and then I'm going to do this burn, see if we can get it done. Thinking probably won't be able to, but hey, what's the point in being negative? We might have to use some of the fuel from our very top stage, but you know, so what? I'm just gonna go with it. So it's starting to push out faster. The further out you go, the faster it goes out, the faster it expands. So it's better to slow down and just do what you need rather than just going full blast. Right, I guess I'll stop it there. Should get an encounter that way. Let's see what happens. Should be... oh, okay, there we go, there we go. It's not amazing. It's gonna... oh no, wrong way. Sadly, this encounter is going to be increasing our velocity relative to Kerbin, but hopefully I'll have enough fuel left to still get back. So while I'm out here, a long way away, I'm going to do science. Because this is the best time to do it, and then we'll time accelerate. Going close to the moon, whatever, and do some more science. And then we'll get her to collect all of that. To take back in the crew pod. Right, let's see what happens when we're thrown out of orbit of the Mun. Hopefully it won't throw us out of the sphere of influence of Kerbin. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna burn retrograde. Ooh. bring our periapsis down. Man, it's a long way out. I'm going to bring it down basically just inside the atmosphere. This is what I always do on a flyby, and every single time it's ever so slightly painful. Okay, so we're just inside the atmosphere, and then I'm going to speed it up, and I'm going to try and bring the apoapsis down as much as possible, because it'll get to a point where, like, as long as I'm dipping into the atmosphere each time, it'll always come down by itself, but it'll take about 1 million orbits, which is more than I want to do. So if I can bring that down to something reasonable, I won't have to worry about it. And everyone, well, mostly me, but everyone will be happy. Now I'm just waiting until I get a bit further into the atmosphere, just so I don't drop the periapsis into the ground. Okay, so we're past the periapsis now. So I'll just do a big burn. Oh, this is actually looking pretty alright. I mean, that's still a heck of a long way out. Okay. I mean, that's still a fair way out, but it's not too bad. And what we can do, because we've still got electric charge, I might just risk a bit of a well, it's not really a risk. I'm going to do a bit of a spacewalk push. So, well, here can lower our periapsis a bit further into the atmosphere. And probably won't have to be much, so probably just leave it at that. See where we are. 63. I don't know. We'll give it a go. See what happens. So I'll speed up once again. This time I put an ablator on there, which will soak up all of the heat that the colliding with the atmosphere creates. So that's nice. Yeah, so hopefully, see, this is the issue. It brought it down hardly at all. I really want to get the periapsis a bit lower. Might have another crack at that, because this is the thing, like, it'll take about 1,000 orbits to get it down low enough at this point. So while I've still got electric charge, I can line myself up. There we go. Pop out for a spacewalk. And the trick is to keep going the same direction. And they have helped this a lot by giving the Kerbals a oh, flippin' heck. navigation ball. I never used to have one. But now they do, and everything is a bit easier, so you can tell which way you're going. Right, 56. I'd like to get it down closer to 50, which we should be able to do pretty easily. Luckily the RCS fuel on Kerbals is an infinite resource as long as they get back in the pod every now and again. Like, it doesn't take from the pods, from the ship's monopropellant. It just magically gets refilled out of nowhere. So as long as you've got enough to get back inside, then you can save yourself. Right, see what happens this time. Under 50 is pretty low, so it's getting a lot soupier, a lot thicker at that point. See if we get any heating effects, because that'll mean we're getting real slow. So it's, oh yep, and it's coming down a lot faster, and that's what we want. Yeah, we've done it. We will not be going back up. Right, hopefully, it's a bit hard to see, hopefully we land in the ocean, so we'll be the safest. Now we just need to wait for the speed to get down below 300 meters a second, which should happen pretty soon. And then we can pop the chutes. Ah, maybe it's not 300. Ah, 260-ish. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna do it now. Oh, I forgot I had time acceleration on. That could have ended very badly. Alright, recover the vehicle. Vessel, whatever. 271 science, that is pretty good, pretty happy with that. 87% value on parts recovered, that's pretty good. And Val has increased to level 1. So yeah, that's pretty great. And oh, we got heaps of money. Heaps of money. So yeah, that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching.